Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, black 20. Give me that ball, defense.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Easy.
On second down, Samuels. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 3. No.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. Hand read. Check 55, Mike. Watch the slant. Tighten up. Go. Patch it. Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, hut, 70 ending. Yes, Mike. Brilliant. Slam.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he sets up the screen to Jones. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. shotgun. Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Bang. Bang, bang.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Mike 55. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 55.
Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Watch the eye. Shift. Under 10.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And able to get this one across. The 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Okay, ready? 36. Mine, 36. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rudolph on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Rudolph. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Snap.
On first down, it's Samuels. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ready. 30 base.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rudolph looking middle, and it's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Don't be scared. Hey, Sam off. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Leo, shoot.
On 4th down, Rudolph. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch safety creep! Watch safety creeping! Safety's creeping! Yeah! Check three!
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Able to slither by. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Here's Jones. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, Charlie. Be gripping.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Intercepted all day, baby. Yeah.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Better bring it. You better bring it. Extreme. Extreme. Back. Watch 98.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Keep getting busy.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time to you. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. 20. Check 25. Check 25. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Running right, Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 45-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch the safety. 22. Check cover. 22. Check. Bomb. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check.
This is Jones.
Undercut.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Hodges looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 83 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up, because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Room here to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Out, 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 out. Check safety, check safety. Show it up.
On the counter, here's Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready. 60 outlaw. 98's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch. Check your hot read. Check the backer, check it out.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 2nd down, here's Hodges. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Ready, set. 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 9, check 9.
Greystone, travel. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go. 90.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Squeeze.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready. Hey, come on. 98 to Mike. Bound to lose one. Leo.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 37. Check 37. Joker. Hey. Check.
Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Second and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Ship. 164. Weak. 99. Boom. Check 24. Check 24. Switch it. Come on, Sam. Ship.
Now Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Crunch. Whip.
They'll try and run. Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. You know what? I know it's fourth down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on fourth down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the boot.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Hodges here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Hodges, he's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the double. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Tight. Chin up, chin up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career.
Here we go. Spin the flag. All day. Watch that. Rotate. Spell. Check up. Nipple. Check 3. Check 3. Watch twist.
Again, it's Edwards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Smooth. 52. Coming.
Third and long. It's Hodges. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first down, it's Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Watching it fine. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 52. Check, check. Fresno. Squeeze. Fresno.
On second down, Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Check 13.
He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like one game ball?
You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Ravens, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign.